All right, welcome to this intro video to LinkedIn and the training that you're going to find inside the modules. Now, look, it's important that we understand the tools that we have in hands, the kind of platform that we are working on, and we're gonna learn a way to do marketing that it doesn't feel like marketing. Okay, now we want to promote our services, we want to get clients on board, but we're not gonna be salesy or pushing sales into people or trying to people to buy from us. We're gonna be building relationships and we're gonna create a meaningful network. You will get here all the tools and all the explanations and all the trainings that you need, both to do just direct outreach right from the bat, start reaching out to people, start talking to clients, start closing sales, and you will learn as well how to build a meaningful network and how to build momentum with a brand that it's gonna serve you not only now, but next month, next year, next 5 years, and moving forward for as long as you want. There is no such thing as overnight success, and I encourage you to get the idea that anything that you do online, even though it's easy and there is a lot of opportunity, it requires time, work, and consistency, okay? So we will learn how to create content in a way that people start orbitating around us, people start getting to know, like, and trust you. And we're going to do that in a way that it's fun. So one of the most fun things about building a business on LinkedIn is actually building network and creating these relationships with people that both short-term and long-term are going to help you build this business. And everything is going to make sense when we get into the training, okay? So moving forward, understanding LinkedIn, okay? LinkedIn is a business-oriented social media platform. That means that it's meant for you to share your professional experience. The LinkedIn profile, you can make it look like a resume. We're gonna get around that because I don't really want you to use your LinkedIn as if it was a CV that you're gonna send to companies. It's way more than that. But one thing that I need to clear out ASAP is that a lot of people talk about B2B and B2C, business to business, business to consumer. Look, this is bullshit because I've never seen in my entire life a business talking to another business, or a business talking to a consumer. Business don't fucking talk. Business have people that run them. They have managers, they have CEOs, they have owners. So what we will be working on here, it is people to people, okay? We're gonna go in depth into each one of these trainings. Sorry if I swear a little bit, excuse my French. This is just how I talk. Okay, the next point is the LinkedIn algorithm. We need to understand the LinkedIn algorithm. The LinkedIn algorithm, exactly as any other algorithm on any other social media platform, it is always having revisions. It is always being updated because these things grow really fast and the algorithm needs to keep up with everything. So as the technology advances and gets better, the algorithms do as well. Now, we will understand how to optimize your content creation, how to create content that helps LinkedIn to keep users on LinkedIn, okay? LinkedIn wants you to stay. Exactly as every other social media platform, guys, this is not different than Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. They want you to spend time in there. And this is why we need to design the content in a way that it fits this purpose, okay? Because then the algorithm is going to treat you well. Now, your LinkedIn profile. We're going to treat that as a landing page, a highly efficient landing page. This is not a resume. This is not your CV, okay? People that don't know any better, they use that as a CV. I did it before as well. But now you're going to learn here how to optimize it, how to write your LinkedIn profile content in a way that it's going to convert clients. Now, even though it's a business-oriented platform, that doesn't mean that you can be selling all the time. And I see that a lot of people doing that a lot. People just share businessy posts like, buy from me, book a call with me, this is my coaching, this is my service, this is my product, buy. And it is almost impossible to build an audience around this content. So what we will do is we will be adding value in public and we will be selling only in private. Guys, sorry if you hear some noise in the background. I don't know what's going on today, but and I don't know what's coming through the mic. But if you hear some kind of weird noises, just ignore them, okay? We're gonna have in place a growth strategy, okay? And as I said, I'm gonna teach you a quick strategy that you can implement as soon as you finish the training, and you can start reaching out to people and chat sequence them, or using the chat sequences that you're gonna be learning moving forward in this training. And you're gonna grow. You're gonna learn a lot about the growth strategy. So now, keep in mind, success is a marathon, and we all want results quick, but it is patience and consistent work what's going to give you the big results, medium and long term. Okay, so let's take one step at a time. Let's understand what is the low hanging fruit that we can get right away, and let's build a long-term strategy, because this is what's going to make a long-term business or a business sustainable over time. And finally, I'll be talking about the snowball effect, and it is when we implement the 5 steps that I call the growth hacking strategy. These 5 steps, which is they are the 5 steps that we use in the organic six-figure method. And once you start implementing those, they feedback one into the other, and you will reach that tipping point when what I call the snowball effect, it starts happening, and it's a beautiful place to be. But again, you need to be patient and be consistent, and patience will bring you immediate results. So let's go one by one, okay? LinkedIn is a business platform. That means that people log in on LinkedIn not for as long as they log into on Facebook, because when people are bored, they usually don't go on LinkedIn. They go on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or whatever. I don't use all the platforms. But when people log in on Facebook, on LinkedIn, they come with a business mindset. So they're more open to see business content, to talk about business, and to jump on calls to discuss business with you, because this is what they expect to see. And the example that I always use is, let's say that you and me meet together for the first time in a museum. Okay, so can you imagine, like, both of us looking at these Van Gogh paintings hanging on the wall, and we look at each other and we start a conversation. So it's gonna be something like, oh, so it's a nice painting, or I'm not really big on art, but you'd say, oh, I like the tones of the blue in the sky, whatever, something related to art and to the particular painting you're looking at. But if you and me meet for the first time in a bar, the conversation is going to be very different. You and me are going to be the same people, but I'm probably going to say, hey, let's grab a beer. What do you drink? Something on the lines of that. So this is the same what happens. The same thing happens in the platforms, okay? Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. So we need to understand that people here are on a businessy mindset. People are really, you'll get surprised. People are very supportive. If you are supportive and willing to build connections, this is the best platform for you. Now, as I said before, let's forget about the B2B and B2C BS from ancient 80s. We are on the P2P business, which is people to people. If you want to make it to Amazon, guess what? You need to talk to someone. It's a person, it's a human being. And they react, they feel, they have the same emotions as you and me. It doesn't matter if they're running like a multi-billion-dollar company or if they're running just starting up as a coaches. So take that into account, okay? Because what we're doing here, it's not tips and tricks about how to get people to buy into something they don't need. It's about understanding people, understanding what they want, and understanding how to communicate properly through the whole process, from building your brand to closing them into your coaching or your services, okay? Next point is the LinkedIn algorithm. The LinkedIn algorithm, it's an artificial intelligence, okay? It's artificial, but it's very smart. That means that everything that happens in the platform, it's being supervised by the algorithm. Same happens with Facebook or Instagram or any other social media platform. It is a software that actually reads what you write, hears what you say, and watches the pictures that you're posting or the videos, everything. So we need to understand what are the rules if we want to get your content seen by as many people as we possibly can. Now, we will learn how to hack the algorithm, and this is super important because unless your name is Tony Robbins or Gary Vee, I seriously doubt that you're gonna put a piece of content out there and it's gonna go viral. Okay, we need to create good content, but in terms to make it go viral, we need to understand how to hack the algorithm respectfully. We're not doing anything illegal. We're not playing. We are not outlaws here. We're just gonna learn how it works and how to best use it. And basically, automations on LinkedIn, and the rule of thumb is no. There's no room for automations because LinkedIn will crush you if you try to automate things or use any kind of automation, especially the ones that have a Google Chrome extension. It's going to affect your engagement. It's going to affect your results. In Boardroom, what we do is, in the Unstoppables Boardroom, my high-end coaching program, what we do is that we have a team of VAs that handle social media for you, chat sequence, engagement, content creation, all this sort of stuff. There's actually real people that do that job for you. So if you're interested about knowing more about that, send an email to support, to just reach out to someone from the team, and we'll be happy to jump on a quick call and explain you what it's all about. Very important, guys, LinkedIn algorithm, okay? Don't think that there's people actually handling stuff. LinkedIn is not so huge yet. So that means that it's easier to get a hold of someone, like a real human being, to support you if something wrong happens. But for example, at the stage that Facebook is, and it is a moment that LinkedIn will reach as well, it's almost impossible to talk to a real human. It's the algorithm that makes the decisions. If your account gets shut down, or if you go into Facebook jail, so there is no way to talk to anyone, the only thing you can do is hope for the algorithm not to delete your account. So LinkedIn is not that hard on people yet, but we need to understand how to please the algorithm, okay? Next, stay on LinkedIn, okay? This is important. All social media platforms, what they want is people to spend as much time as possible on the platform. The reason for that is because even though most of these platforms are free for the end user, they make money out of people buying things on the platforms, like clicking on a LinkedIn ad or a Facebook ad, buying something from that you've seen on Facebook on an ad. All this, it is revenue that Facebook owners or LinkedIn owners are making. This is how they make money. In the case of LinkedIn, there's premium accounts that it's everything really well explained in this organic six-figure method training that you'll see after this one. And this is how LinkedIn and platforms make money. So what they want is people there. They want users, and they want users to stay. So we want to create what I call edutaining content. That means content that it's entertaining to people and it's educating them. Now, we're not trying to be professors, university professors here, but we want to educate them on who we are. You would get surprised how many people reaches out to me to say, "Oh, Carlos, you're so inspiring." I was talking to someone today, and he said, Some days I wake up in the morning and I'm not really excited about anything, and then I look for your content and bam, and then I get excited again. You'll be influencing people. You'll be teaching them about who you are, what you do, your results, your company, your business, your life. We want to get them through the know, like, and trust very quick, and we're gonna get a lot of people on the getting through the know, like, and trust. We don't really want to jump on one-on-one calls. If you have a 100,000 people audience, it would be completely unsustainable to talk on one-on-one conversations with everyone. This is why with our content, we will influence them in a positive way. Also, take into account, you don't want to put any link in your content. So put the piece of copy. If you need to share a link, say, hey, check the link in the comments, and your link will go in the comments. When you create call to actions for people to jump on a call with you, for people to watch a training, you want to create these call to actions in a smart way. Put them in the contents. Hey, click on the link and watch my latest training. Click on the link in comments and reach out to me to book a free strategy call. We will talk about the best ways to create call to actions, but beware that anything that requires for you to drop a link or to use a link, always the link in the comments. The reason for that is because LinkedIn doesn't want its users to click on links and go outside the platform. They want to stay. So this is why the copy cannot have any kind of link. Now, your audience, okay? You're going to be building an audience of your ideal clients on the one hand, and also strategic partnerships. And one very important thing, and we'll be talking about that a lot later on, is that on LinkedIn, anyone that comments on your stuff, how do you say that? If I comment on your stuff, my network, all the people that I'm connected to, will be seeing this piece of content. So basically, if you have like 1 million followers, strategic partnerships there, and they comment on your stuff, then your content is going to be seen by everyone in their audiences. So your reach potential is amazingly big if you have the right people in your network. We will talk more about that in modules later on. Now, LinkedIn. Now we are in an opportunity window. LinkedIn is a platform that very few people understand. Very few people understand how to create content, how to use the platform, how to leverage its power. And so, if you're watching this now, you are one of the lucky ones, because by implementing what you're going to learn here, you're going to be playing with an unfair advantage. Now, one of the keys to gain this advantage, this unfair advantage, is to be consistent in the game. To, of course, never give up. And when I say consistent, I mean posting, engaging, commenting on people, sparking conversations. All the things that you'll be learning in this training, you need to implement this consistently. It doesn't matter if you've been consistent for 2 weeks and then you go on holidays for a month and then you leave everything behind. If you stay awake for more than 2 weeks, I warranty it'll be hard to get the momentum back. So this is why we have VAs. This is why we have all the strategy laid out for you to be able to enjoy your time as well. So good, your LinkedIn profile. Look, I'm not gonna show you now how it looks like my profile and everything else, because you'll see that in the following training. But this is what most people get wrong. This is not just a lame resume to drop some data there. It's way more than that. And if you want to get results, if you want to really be talking to your audience and understand how to get them to know you, what you do, and your results, you need to optimize your profile. Now, you will optimize your profile when you're clear about your audience. Why? Because you need to know who you're talking to. For example, if you were to write an ad for a toy, you would be writing it in a way that kids understand it, right? It's no brainer. So the same thing. If your audience is single moms in California, then you'll be writing things that single moms in California resonate with. So again, and important, it's SEO sensitive. So that means that the words that you write, your name, the words, what you do, the people you work with, or anything that you write is SEO sensitive. That means that when you Google these words or you do a search in LinkedIn itself, it's going to search for the words that are in your profile. So you need to think about what is your audience going to be looking for when they are looking for your services. If they're going to be looking for business consultants, then you better have these words in your profile. If they're going to be looking for, I don't know, swimming pool tools or swimming pool hardware, whatever, I'm just making shit up, you want to have these words there. So your profile is gonna come up when they actually searching for this stuff. I guess that this is making sense. Look, guys, if you have any question about that, don't worry. There's a lot more training moving forward. If you're new to LinkedIn, don't get overwhelmed. Just take note of these points. Actually, you can download this presentation when you finish, and keep moving forward, because you'll understand this much better as you make progress in the training. Now, this is another thing that most people get wrong, not only on LinkedIn or every platform. People are desperate to sell. They see that everyone's online, everyone's on the platform, and every post they put out there, it's about selling, working with me, my results, work with me, and they fucking don't sell anything. We want to add value in public and talk about results, talk about your results, your client results, to show social proof, talk about your experience, your life, your growth, your journey, the transformation that you've gone through, the transformation that your clients are going through. All this is going to sell more than any single post that you can put out there trying to sell your services. Okay, this is crucial. This is super important. If you're part of the inner circle or the boardroom, you know that we talk a lot about that in the coaching calls. And I can't stress that enough. You need to sell yourself. People will need to buy into you before they buy from you in the times that we're going through at the moment, and mostly online. So it is not about talking how good you are. It's about talking who you are in a way that people understand it. It doesn't feel salesy, it doesn't feel pushy, not for you, not for your audience. And of course, using this approach is going to help you stand out from the crowd, because everyone else is trying to get sales by being salesy, because they don't know any better. And look, guys, I was there not that long ago, so I know it really well how it works. Next one, this is very important, guys. If you are all in for the quick buck, that's good. You can go through the chat sequence training and get your chat sequence in place, which by the way you should do anyway, because one strategy doesn't overlap with the other, and start talking to people and getting people on the phone. But if you're serious about growing on LinkedIn, having fun, making more impact, maximizing your reach, you need to put in place a growth strategy, a networking growth strategy. And this is going to exponentially grow your reach, grow your opportunities to onboard clients, to impact more people, and to maximize your results. Because LinkedIn, you can have maximum 30,000 connections, but you have no limit of followers. So how about that? How about you have 1 million followers, and every time that you post something, 1 million people see that. Not only 1 million people, but what if all these people have also, let's say they have like a network of 3 million people in total, which is very little considering like an audience of 1 million people. So all these people and all these people's connection would be seeing your content. Now, this is an extreme example, but it is not something out of reach. Having 1 million followers, if you're consistent in the platform and implementing everything you'll be learning here and getting your own team, or maybe leveraging our own team, it can take you a little while, but not that long. Like you could be getting to 100,000 in the first year, and probably 500,000 or next to 1 million followers in the second year if you're consistent, because your growth is going to be exponential. It's not linear. When you have 10,000 people, the growth is going to be twice faster than when you have only 1,000 people. So it's going to grow like that. Now, the engagement, you need engagement strategy, and it's explained further down in the training. But that means that if you want people to engage with your stuff, you need to engage with their stuff first. The main reason is because unless you are engaged with their stuff, they're not going to see yours, because the LinkedIn algorithm is not going to help your content to be seen. And again, unless your name is Tony Robbins. If you're Tony Robbins and your name is big enough and you have millions of followers, then no worries. You drop a piece of content and everyone's going to go crazy liking and commenting. But until this happens, you need to understand how to get eyes on your content, and also how to get likes and comments. Because the more like and comments you get, the more likes and comments you're going to get. And the reason you want them, because every like is an eye on your profile, and every comment as well. And not only that, the more engagement you get, the more people will see your content, okay? And this is how the algorithms work. Well, as I said before, let's say that you have like 3 people in your network that have 1 million followers each. And let's say that these people comment when you post something, they like and comment your post within the first hour. That means that your post is going to be shown to 3 million people, which is the total of people in their audiences, right? So this is how the algorithm works. It's gonna reward you if you get a lot of engagement within the first hour after posting, but even if they comment later on, it's gonna still be fine. So this is what, this is why, and this is how. So you'll be building relationships with strategic connections, and that doesn't mean that you need to be fake. That means that you need to be smart. And when I say building relationships, I do it meaningfully. I connect with people that I genuinely like, and I build a relationship because I genuinely want to connect with them. Sometimes it happens that they have big followings, and that's gonna really help me with my content and my reach. Sometimes it's just people that are doing like good things on the platform, and I want to be connected because I can see that they're gonna do great things and I resonate with them. And finally, the lead gen strategy. At the moment, I'm not generating leads from my engagement because I just want to build it and build my network and create this momentum. But this really helps when you chat sequence someone, when you talk to someone, and when you're gonna get them on the phone and they see that your content is flying out the window and it's actually getting a lot of likes and comments, and you have this huge network, they will understand this as social proof. So obviously, someone who's got this kind of engagement, who's got these people following them, has got this kind of results for people, it's someone that most people are gonna want to talk to. So that's why both strategies go together really well, because you build engagement, you build your network, and then you get a lot of social proof, a lot of recommendations, a lot of endorsements, a lot of information and background in your profile, and it's going to be much easier to get people on the phone and get them to buy from you. So don't ignore either of those, okay? And finally, this is what I call the snowball effect. And this is really important, guys. This is the cornerstone of your strategy. This is actually the blueprint, okay? What we'll be doing is to build a brand. Build a brand that is not a website, business cards, a beautiful logo, or all this kind of paraphernalia. What that means is embed your voice, your message, your mission, everything that you are, everything that you want to do, everything that you want to accomplish in life and in business into a brand. This brand this is your profile, the photos that you share, the content, how you write, how you communicate, what people think about you. This is your brand, and we need to be aware of that. And branding is not something static, guys. Branding is something that it's evolving as you grow, as you learn, as you become a better person and better business owner. and better results for your clients, your brand is going to evolve. It's always changing, and it's going to be getting feedback from these parts here. So your audience will be talking, your brand will be talking to your audience. This is how I made my first $500,000 in my first year in business, by the way. This is why this 500K is here. Your brand will be talking to your audience. Your audience will be resonating and communicating with your brand through the content that you will create to influence them. Influence them or entertaining, okay? So they will like your content, resonate with you, and understand who you are, getting through the know, like, and trust through the content, and you be influencing them. All these parts are going to be growing as your brand grows, okay? Your audience will be probably being adjusted. The quality of people that you'll be talking in a year, it's going to be heaps better than the quality of clients that you are actually getting at the moment. Doesn't matter where you are in life or in business. This always happens like that. You grow and you talk to people who are more qualified to work with you, and this never stops. Your content and the way you create your content and the results that you share from your clients, it's always going to evolve, and as long as you as you remain consistent and keep moving forward with your business. And then you will learn how to convert these people into paid clients. And the bigger is your brand, the more engaged your audience, and the better you are at influencing people, the easier it will be to converting them. So don't ignore any one of these steps. They're all absolutely necessary. And this one is results. And no, I'm not talking about your own results. I'm talking about your clients' results. If your clients don't get results, this link, it will be broken. And your brand is not going to grow. Your audience is not going to grow. You're not going to influence anyone. And your conversion will go down to the bottom of the ocean. Why is that? Well, you're not going to have social proof. You're going to be selling something that doesn't work, something that's broken, something that no one talks about. And this is not how you build a sustainable and ethical business online, okay? We want to build something that is ethical, that it does the right thing for our clients. This is why it's important that we get them results. So in boardroom and also in the inner circle, what our clients learn is not only how to master each one of these steps in multiple social media platforms, but also how to effectively convert them and how to effectively have in place a system that is going to get them results. It's going to get your clients results in a sustainable way. That means that if you only do one-on-one coaching, this is not sustainable, because you cannot grow to more than so many hours per week, because the time is limited, right? So if you're trading time for money, then that's not sustainable. What we want is get them results in a way that the more we grow, the bigger the results, the better the results, and the less time they need or the business needs from us. So this will keep building on top of each other, and it gets a point when you start seeing that instead of you reaching out to people, people are reaching out to you. People want to work with you. You start raising your prices. You start charging more and working less. And if you do everything right, your clients will be getting even better results, and you'll be basically leveraging your time to do what you most like doing, and you can outsource the parts of the business that you don't really enjoy doing. So I hope that all this makes sense, guys. As I said, if you have any question, feel free to reach out to us. You must have the support email, or if you're part of the group, please make sure that you're posting the group in the 𝐖𝐇𝐀𝐃 thread, or jump on one of the group calls, or reach out to me if you are one of my one-on-one clients, and let's do this. All right, see you later.